We're going.
All right.
We're back again. Not being nerdy though.
Yeah, no, we had to.
It's just the no nerdcast now.
It was about one whole episode, maybe like 1.5 episodes of just Fallout. So we had to get like a separate one going because
That one especially might even just like name it like in the nerdcast or something. Honest to God, because it was just a heavy on the nerds. It was not silly, but that's okay. Did you research a history thing? A brutal history guy.
Oh yeah, no.
Do you have someone?
Sorta, kinda.
Okay, that was your homework.
I know. I totally missed out on that, and I was kind of like blown away by your question. I was like, "What the fuck are you even talking about?"
Just like a dude, someone who just absolutely mowed down the front lines.
I did not,
Stands
but
out.
I did happen to find out some fucking weird history shit because instead of brutal, I mean, there was a brutal one, but I was like, this is better.
Perfect.
And it kind of ties into how fucked up America is, and they're our predecessors because we're Canadians. So I thought that would be really good. Anyways, yeah. So back in the day, fucking a lot of people don't know this, but the entire dairy industry in America was pretty much propped up by the American government during World War II.
Yeah, I think the Canadian government too, right? They were hard on that.
I
Get
wouldn't-
milk.
Yeah, I would honestly.
Got milk?
I wouldn't be surprised. But because of this, there's a bunch of different stuff that was a result. Like, fucking buying ice cream specifically for battleships. Like, there was a battleship at one point that was just full of ice cream.
The cream dream.
For the Navy.
The cream dream. The boys were getting cream by the bucket loads.
It was purely based on raising morale for the Navy.
Yeah, dude. The cream for the boys.
And
We must deliver the cream.
the entire. I've told you this one personally already, but there's an entire vault under America somewhere that's filled with 1.3 billion pounds of American cheddar cheese.
God bless.
And
Every type of cheese too, right?
I think
Don't they have like? I thought there's like a cheese locker of all
I
the
don't want to
cheeses.
say it's just cheddar cheese because you're probably right. I would
But a lot of American cheddar.
I would assume it's a lot of different cheeses, but
They gotta have the most
mostly
of America.
American.
Yeah,
It's
they're like,
gotta be
"Wow."
American.
Yeah. They're like, we got a little bit of French, a little bit of Italian cheese, but
In the theme,
over here's our keep American. We got sliced.
In the theme though of Fallout, like what we've been talking about as of late.
Bunkers.
Yeah, bunkers, and not only that, I can't help but think that if there was a nuke dropped on America, you would have a violent
Battle for
fucking
cheese.
nacho cheese volcano.
You'd have a tribe probably that emerges in the late 100 years
Not
later
even
and finally gets
if
in.
that bunker
They live
was
off
to
cheese.
like blow up, it would just like spew hot molten cheese everywhere. Anyways, that's the skit that I see in my brain, like a fucking queso-ria.
I like to imagine like the like tribe that journeys deep into the desert to like they've like someone scouted it and they're like, we found the vault, and then they venture all the way out and they spend like 2 generations getting it open just to find out it's cheese.
He's like, he does the voice in Hellboy. He's like, I don't know where my son is. He's the philosopher or whatever. He's the doctor. He's like, we've traveled far. We're out of water, but we found the cheese.
Who?
The
From what?
cheese from Hellboy. Like, the doctor or the philosopher in Hellboy?
No, I haven't seen Hellboy since I was a kid.
Bro,
I haven't seen it so long.
anyways, like, the
We'll have to watch that
philosopher,
sometime.
like, I could just picture his voice. He's like, we're out of water. The young are dying. But we found the cheese.
Yes. We have enough cheese to live for 2 weeks. Yeah, that would be fucking beautiful. That's what I imagine. I imagine, and then a tribe that like lives off of various cheese-related things for just like the next 100-some years.
Yeah.
The Cheese Raiders. This was really awesome.
Cheese raiders.
Yeah, the Cheese Raiders, and they like save the more rare cheeses to barter with. Like, this is a fine Italian cheese. Like, trust me, this was worth a lot. They're like, that's just cheese to me. They're like, no.
Think that
We broke into a vault for this shit.
in a post-apocalyptic world,
What did they? Sorry, you go.
well, it's just like in a post-apocalyptic world, there would be some pretty weird cheeses.
There'd be some roast cheese touch going on. The cheese touch would be real.
It's not even the cheese touch. They would just like
Chirag Gupta.
because that's one of the easy foods that we would continue to make. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of stuff.
Butters and cheese,
Yeah,
creams
exactly.
and
A lot of
yogurt.
stuff you wouldn't see anymore, but like cheese,
Dairy.
it's a
Hopefully.
traditional. You would still see it, but like
And livestock would hopefully be like one of the first farm-esque things they redo.
Well, I'm kind of thinking there would be more human
Milk.
involvement.
A lot more like... Yeah, but like that's... I guess like you would be like mad pregnant as a woman after like the
I
whole
would-
population just
I'm
got
just kinda
murked.
I'm heading into like a Mad Max direction, and you're not picking up on it.
Oh, I guess
So
yeah.
in Mad Max,
Just
like,
milking them, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they're
true.
all
Okay, I
drinking,
really
like-
wasn't.
they're all drinking like mother's milk.
I was just thinking like the girls casually just deciding to do that.
Yeah.
You're like, no, like I'm milking her. This is the point.
Fucking terrible.
We keep them pregnant so that we can keep them juicing.
No, yeah, all I could think of was Mad Max there, but
That's valid. That's a valid thing to jump to there. Honestly, I haven't seen Mad Max in so long. That was not bad. That was not a terrible thing. I like to think about the guy who's always trying so hard, just fucking up all the time, and it's just like eating spray paint. It was awesome.
yeah.
It was like me when I was 17 on jobs. Like any job I was on at that age. Just like trying. Definitely my heart was in it to a certain degree, but like not really at all. You're like, that's when you're like get real excited about when you first start working somewhere, and then like it's 3 months in, you start hating it. Then you're like, no. The only way to be a part of this is to be friends with my boss and really like this. That's what he's doing. He's trying to be friends with his boss the whole time. He's trying to impress him. He's trying to impress him at the party. Yeah, to Valhalla. This is just going back to his house after the, going to the after party. Yeah, going to the after party. Getting invited to the after party is Valhalla.
His house.
Yeah, that's like what modern day Mad Max is. It's just the corporate world Mad Max.
A lot of people,
He's climbing the
I love
the
it.
corporate ladder.
I actually love the Mad Max movie.
I was gonna say, what if, because I mean, if it had been long enough since population had got back to the vault, I'm still in the cheese vault.
Yeah.
Then they get to the vault and they think it's like sacred grounds, and they bust it open and it's just cheese. What if they just start like honoring cheese and they're like the holy cheeses?
That is very true.
Like there must be. What if
Because if it's
it'll
only
save the world?
cheese, they're just like, what is
There has to be a reason that
Yeah.
they sealed so much cheese. They're like every other vault had weapons, seeds, like food.
What if they don't even know that it's like cheese?
Edible, right? It smells like shit. What if they're like, dude, there's no way we eat this, right? There's mold on half of it.
Yeah.
They're like, this is
Well,
definitely.
that's the thing though. Like cheese, it's mold.
a mineral.
Is aged, right?
They're like, it's supposed to be a mineral.
It's like what is it really?
No. They
Oh,
think it is what I'm saying. They pick it up and it's like hard, and they're like,
oh yeah, it's all dried
what if
out.
this is like geode?
This is.
They crack it open, and they're like, oh, it's amber.
Plutonium.
Yeah, they got amber here. We could seal ourselves in amber.
This must be the uranium stuff they was talking
It's the
about.
kryptonite shit. We can kill Superman. Because everyone knows Superman's going to be the reason for end times.
Yeah. Oh, dude. They should make a mod. Yeah. Okay. So since they're making that update for Fallout, little cut back to Fallout here. Since they're making that update, somebody make a mod so that when I put on my power armor, I turn into Superman. That's all I want.
I turn into Johnny Bravo. And I get a bunch of girls, and girls like me now. Can we do that? That would be nice.
Anyways, so back to the Warriors stuff though. No, I didn't find any gruesome. I didn't find a lot of gruesome stuff. I more was looking at like just funny stuff.
That's valid. That's very valid.
Did you know that like fucking Mao, like the guy, he was like a dictator or something, like back when it was like the Republic of China. Okay.
Yeah.
He's like the worst person in the world or something like that. Anyways, there's a picture of him and like George Bush hanging out together way back in like
Mao Zedong?
yeah, way back.
Mao Zedong!
They're hanging out back together in the war, like way back when in like the Vietnam War or something like that.
That's awesome.
Before George Bush.
They were cuz.
Yeah, it's so crazy to see like just how you see stuff like that, and then the world, like it really makes you think that there's like higher powers.
There's really more going on.
Well, like
It makes you think that the customer who came into my store and told me he had a video of Hillary Clinton putting a little girl's face on it, going "Rawr" to her. Makes me think that he might be telling the truth.
Listen,
Maybe he's not schizophrenic.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist,
but she did that.
He may just be a schizophrenic.
He's definitely just schizophrenic, dude. Because when I asked him, I was like, "Oh, show me." He's like, "I have it on my phone." I was like, "Show me." He's like, "No, man, you don't want to see it." I was like, "No, I do, man. I've seen fucked up videos on the internet. That's not as bad as some stuff I've seen."
But I do.
I was like, people have done worse things, you know. There are gangs in like now that do that stuff.
Yes. Like
in
now.
Mexico, like the cartel does that all the time. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that is fucked up. But yeah, I've seen that before, bro. That's nothing, brother.
Yeah.
That's nothing, brother.
Did you not have Live Leak in 2012?
Yeah. Did you just get the internet?
Yeah.
Like in the last 4 years? That's crazy. I had it like as a little tot, brother.
Yeah, dude, as a tot.
As a little tot, I was hopping on there watching Sky Does Minecraft and then 2 Girls, 1 Cup the same night. Just getting traumatized at 12.
Hey, what's she doing with that cup?
See, no, I was like learning about memes when that was a thing. So I like saw a meme of like 2 Girls, 1 Cup, didn't know what it was, so I looked it up, and then I got just like that, like there's like a snow cone one that like nothing actually graphic happens.
Yeah.
And I saw that, and I was like, is that what the video was? I was like, that was nothing. And then the next link is Pornhub. This is the first time I've ever seen porn. I click it and I'm like, what is this? I just see naked things. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck have I stumbled? I'm on a tablet, dude. I'm on a Kobo. I was on a Kobo Fire.
It's not even a real tablet.
It was a Kobo Fire. It was a Kobo Fire, the first Kobo release that was like able to download games.
Yeah.
It wasn't like just a Kobo reader. You had to buy like the reading part.
Okay.
So it was like meant to be their adventure into tablets. That was me rocking my first ever porn. Was on a Kobo Fire at like 13 maybe. I remember seeing it, and I think it was a public blowjob, a public fingering or something like that in like a stairwell. I was floored. I was terrified. I remember just being like, "What is he doing to her? What the fuck? Why does she have a hole? What the fuck?"
Looked so aggressive.
Yeah, it did. It was terrifying. Can you imagine that being the first thing you see? Like, that's crazy. That's not the way you get introduced to porn as a little boy. It's supposed to be like the birds and the bees from mom and dad. Nope. No, my dad never had that conversation with me. So I had the internet.
Yeah,
that was my venture. What was your first time? You gotta tell me now.
Well, fuck, my dad wasn't around, and then I think mine was probably with Tristan and something to do, like, I don't know, I probably walked in on him or something like that.
What's that?
Or like with like actual porn.
Mm-hmm. Like, what's the first time you remember, like being like first time you remember discovering it, being like, yeah, I'm curious, what is this shit? Because I remember mine. That was mine. I was floored.
Honestly, I can't even remember. I spent a lot more time like having a crush on like fucking people on the video games or something like that. You know, like a girl in a cartoon, or, you know, from TV or something. Like, because I would watch Hannah Montana.
See, I was just a little too curious. I wasn't even
watch like
down
Wizards
for
of
it.
Waverly Place or something.
And you'd be like, oh damn, look at this girl. I'm liking that Selena Gomez girl.
Selena.
Yeah, that's Selena. I like that.
My bad. I was gonna go somewhere with that. But.
That's there. We have Justin here to do edits.
Yeah.
Just get instant. Bad boy. Being a bad boy. Being a bad boy. Being naughty. So how was UFC? What happened in the UFC?
Oh my god, that's actually crazy you asked me that.
Yeah,
UFC was a...
You watched the UFC. I did not. Wes asked me about it, and I had nothing to say, so you tell me. Because that's why there was no pod. No one gives a fuck. But if anyone gave a single shit last week, it was just because Troy was busy and I was tired of shit, so we didn't want to do it on a Sunday.
Had to watch that
Sundays aren't going to happen.
UFC card.
We're not
to be
recording
honest
on
with
Sunday.
you, before the UFC happened, I wasn't too pumped for the card. Even though
Who was on the card? For anyone who doesn't know, aka anyone who's probably
like, everybody was a big name, like Charles Oliveira.
I know, what's his name? O'Malley. Wasn't he fighting?
No, he was not. Jamal Hill was there, Alex Pereira, Zhang Wei Li. I forget, I'm so sorry, but I forget the name of her opponent.
You should get water, you keep talking.
I forget the name of her opponent, but it was another Chinese female. Then it was Alexander Rakic versus Yuri Prochazka. Yes, that's correct. And then Max Holloway was there. He faced off against Justin Gaethje. That was a really good fight. Honestly, probably one of the best knockouts I've ever seen live in the UFC. It's pretty crazy to be down 5 rounds and need the knockout.
Nice.
But then it's also pretty crazy to be up 5 rounds and get the knockout because you wanted it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just to get it.
Exactly, which was kind of what it was. Literally, it got down to the last 3 seconds. Max Holloway points to the center of the ring, and they just brawl it out.
Oh, until one of them gets out.
Oh my god!
Nice.
I should show you. And yeah, so
Yeah, you want to pause it and show me it quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, here. We'll pause for 2 seconds. He's going to show me the clip, and then we'll be back. Oh. All right, we're back. We saw it. He went rubber man.
But
he did the elastic man.
What a way to go!
Honorable.
Especially for a guy like Justin Gaethje, who's always been an action, he's always been an action fighter. He's in the brawl and he's getting dirty boxing type of thing. I don't really know how else to describe it. For him to go out he's had his highs in his career. For him to go out face first into the canvas, it was a great fight. So props to him and props to Max Holloway.
That's nice. No, that was pretty dirty. Yeah. Watching him flop. Anytime you watch a man just fucking elastic man down, it's so funny to watch their bones just turn to goop. It's like, wow. And before they're such a stoic, powerful, battling it out, they just turn into just rubber. It's heartbreaking. The last thing you want to see out of a man. Makes you sad. The guy I was going to bring up is Johnny Walker. Do you know who he is at all?
Oh, yeah.
He's funny as fuck. I was watching him send flying knees at guys' faces, and then I saw him get kicked in the thigh. He just makes a little monkey face at him, and rubs his thigh owie. I was that's pretty amusing.
He got knocked out really bad one time too. Actually, one of the funniest. He has one of the funniest knockouts.
Yeah, pull it up on TV while we're talking.
Johnny Walker.
I'm not great at talking and watching things at the same time, but we're going to make an active effort for this one. Yeah. We're talking about knockouts.
Because Johnny Walker got knocked out, and...
So search up Johnny Walker getting knocked out.
Had the most insane...
4 times in one fight.
Had pretty much the most insane reaction to getting knocked out ever.
He... took it well or poorly, or...
Oh, no.
Or I'll see.
He took it... very unwell.
Oh no.
Yeah. When he gets knocked out,
bad sport.
No. You'll see he gets hit in the temple, and then just he flails. He does a.
Oh. He does a Hadouken.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
But when you watch it fast, I wonder if there's a live clip. It's very weird to watch it Yeah, here's a normal speed clip of it. It just looks very weird.
He flings his hands up, trying to grab almost. Oh yeah, he
see?
It's like the Fallout engine almost, or Skyrim when you kill someone and then they boing.
Yeah.
They go ragdoll and bounce out.
Very odd.
Game engine broke a little bit. No, that's good. Poor guy. No, I was watching him just be a little goofball. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
He's definitely a funny little guy. I can appreciate a funny little fighter.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's a different character.
Also, I've got a list of some ins and outs for this year. This is extremely light, but we got a list. I got Pop Rocks are in. Jaunting and going on a jaunt. That's in. Elderly female celebrity boxing, in. Dune buggies, definitely in. Those are epic. Those are cool. Dusting off your shoulders when you get up, very in. Run up Perky, he's in. Out. Expensive yogurt foods, definitely out. Diddling, obviously. Yeah. Sorting by color, done. Yeah. Dune buggies, they're awesome. Reddit AMAs, also done. No more Ask Me Anythings on Reddit. No more of that.
Oh, you know what we should talk about?
What?
It's not a very good topic it is a good topic for the podcast.
Anything's a good topic.
Did you see that JoJo Siwa wants to make a new song?
Oh my god, she did. She's like, I'm a bad girl. I'm a bad girl. You're a bad boy. I'm gonna say fuck in the next line, fuck.
She does bad things, okay?
She's terrible. Yeah. She's trying so hard to oh my god, she was saying something. She was like, "Oh, no one's ever done this. Like, I'm transitioning into this like adult creator from like a child creator, and no one's ever done what I've done." Yeah. It's like, everyone's done that. It just didn't make like a whole fucking thing about it.
Yeah, no.
Like, you don't remember Miley Cyrus doing Wrecking Ball? People were like, "Oh, whoa, exactly. What the fuck, lady?" They're like, "What the fucking shit is this, lady? Holy fuck, no one wanted that.
No,
everyone was fucking terrified."
No, it's honestly been one of the funniest things I've ever seen because, like, so many people have done exactly what she's talking about doing, and not like made a deal about it. You know what I mean?
No, they just try to like leave the child behind. I think she's just aggressively trying to like somehow keep her previous audience almost by like catering to their sensitivities and everything. I'm not even
talking about that, how she's making her transition. I'm talking about that whole like gay pop thing. And she's like, "Oh, I'm starting this new genre called gay pop." And it's like, okay.
And then she's like, "I want it to be like names for already existing people who make music." That's
what I mean. That. She's like, she's trying to sit there and she's like, "Well, the only one's ever done this." But it's like
a new genre that I just came up with.
What about Elton John, Freddie Mercury?
Yeah. What about like
fucking
just any gay icon?
Oh, dude, the list goes on.
Lady Gaga and Katy Perry and all that.
Like,
I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It.
Insane.
Come on now. You are not the first person to be gay on a song. Gay on the track. Come on now.
Gay pop has been around.
Come on, rappers say gay stuff.
Yeah.
Biggie. I'd suck. She's so pretty. I want to suck her daddy dick. Bet you Diddy said that bar was fire.
Yeah, bro. No Diddy. Bro.
Yeah, no Diddy. Don't sue us. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. We already said you couldn't in the last one. That's forever. You're not allowed. You got to be a fan now.
Dude, that's swag though. Like
she's got drip. She dresses like Action Bronson. Like now, not before. Now, now she dresses like Action Bronson.
She dresses like a modern day like Randy Savage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if Randy Savage had a child.
Yeah, like look at that. That's some Action Bronson drip right there.
Yes.
And just take off the glasses.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude.
You know, apparently her veneers costed $50,000.
It's disgusting. Don't get them. Get braces, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
It's like a fraction of the prices and they're real. Your actual teeth. You didn't fix a problem by putting caps on. That's crazy. Yeah. That's like putting hubcaps on like tires with no tread.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not the issue. You fucking gooba.
Yeah, shitty hubcaps.
Yeah, let me just plop some all white hubcaps on my rusty ass no tread tire. My winter tires in the middle of July. Why not?
The branding is insane. Like
I
can't watch.
Oh man.
So good.
Just JoJo Siwa just needs to take a little break. If you guys don't know at all, JoJo Siwa has made a transition to being an adult artist now. She makes stuff for 18 plus. So she's doing. So it's sex now. It's sex. She's like Ice Spice, guys. She's like Ice Spice now. She's hot like Ice Spice. Come get some. Don't you? She's a sex icon now, but not for me. For girls.
I don't think that's how you should describe it.
It's allowed. She is an adult icon now.
But I don't think it's 18 plus.
She's an adult. She said so. She's doing the kiss thing. That's for adults only. Dressing up.
Oh, the Demi Lovato. Yo, the Demi Lovato picture that he's stuck in there.
People used to call it, for like a while, people were saying that was her evil twin sister named Poot.
That was
awesome. Oh my god, when me and James, back in the day when we were younger, and this is James, I hope you listen to one of these. If you can listen to any of these pods, listen to this one. This is a shout out to James, to little Jimbo Jimbles. And this is a shout out specifically to us playing Battle Block Theater on my laptop when we were little tots on my garbage crap top. We used to play Battle Block Theater, and it was a good time. And you could actually mod it by just editing like game files to put in your own Battle Block guys. So we made one of Carrot Buck, which was just a carrot with glasses on it. Shout out Garrett Buck. You're not listening to this for sure.
Crazy.
But we made one named Carrot Buck. And then he's definitely not listening to this. We just full named him. But it's okay. Yeah. We full named him. So hopefully he does, honestly. It's a shout out. Good guy. Anyways.
Yeah,
genuinely a good dude. Anyways. And then the other one we made was Poot. We like fully just took Demi Lovato's terrible picture there and made it a character. We would just sit there and laugh and throw plates at each other.
She went through hell for like a solid year.
Yeah. I remember she like went through drug. Can you imagine going through like drug addiction and people just meme you and like rip on you and like, yeah, fucking kill yourself, tranny baby. Womp womp.
Like, yeah.
It was pretty harsh. It was harsh. That was mean. It was mean, guys.
Yeah, guys.
What the frick? Demi Lovato makes good music. Shut up.
They may be celebrities, but they're people too.
They're people too. Like we said, they live the hardest lives out there.
Yeah.
It doesn't get harder than a friggin' celebrity, okay?
Like I said earlier,
there's children who starve. And they have it easy, though, because they don't know what it's like to be rich and have a lot of people make fun of you.
And have the pressures of society.
Yeah, society crushed down on you. They don't know what it's like, and they live in that ignorance, and it's a blessing. God. Crazy. Some people are so stupid and ignorant. They don't understand the pain.
Oh, okay.
I hope JoJo Siwa makes it as an adult star. She wants to be an adult actress or something? I don't know. I don't know. She's like trying to get in like adult movies, I think. Or something.
I think so.
She's like shooting adult flicks, like X-rated or something. I think she. Yeah, I don't know. She said like adult star, so she started like OnlyFans or something. Oh, I think she stopped. I think because she was doing kids shows, now she's only dropping them on OnlyFans.
Or something with Bad Baby now.
Monster High.
That is a crazy shot of Miley Cyrus.
I think she's doing something with a Monster High, but also OnlyFans.
Playboy Mansion.
It's like an OnlyFans mansion, but it's also a Monster High mansion, a Barbie mansion. Yeah, it's the Brazzers Barbie house. Yeah, she's doing like a Brazzers Barbie house collaboration, so kids can enjoy sex too.
That's insane.
That's what she is. She's the transition for children to get sexy. That's what she's really trying to push.
It's so far.
She's like, this next thing, children, because like you think about it, all of her. Oh yeah, what was that? What was that about? Like her? Yeah, because I don't remember. I don't know if you were privy to that knowledge. You want to pause for a sec so we can listen? Yeah. Okay, hold on. We'll be right back. We're back.
Yeah, so she was just shitposting.
Yeah, she was just shitposting that she was pregnant with a boy or a girl, and that she wanted people to guess. But that was a while back. JoJo Siwa was crazy.
Yeah, anyways. Basically she's going through her midlife crisis at the age of 20.
Yeah, 18, 19, whatever she is.
Yeah, she's probably not even 20 yet.
Yeah. I think she came from Dance Moms. I'm pretty sure that's where she came from, I'm not going to lie. She came from the same place as Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, also. She might be Honey Boo Boo. I'm not certain that they're not the same person. She might have just done a hard rebrand. This is the next rebrand. But people see she didn't get her Honey Boo Boo fans. They didn't cross over. So now she's trying to make sure the JoJo Siwa fans become the...
That makes sense.
JoJo Sick.
Yeah, because they fucked up Honey Boo. So
now they're like... So now they're like, this time we want to make sure that we get all those fans to transition over so kids can enjoy this. Mm-hmm. Enjoy her humping another lady in a puddle. Which is actually in the music video.
I still can't believe
Definitely go watch that music video.
Yeah.
Find that out. That's just too good. Honestly, I'm quite happy about it. I can't really complain. There's no way to complain about that. Oh man, I've been watching a lot of reality TV lately.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I've been enjoying it so thoroughly. Something about watching like absolutely beautiful, stupid people just like ruin their own lives over and over again is so fun.
I like it, but I like to hate it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I hate everyone on it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
It's like watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but if it wasn't funny at all. Right. Because, like, I love that show to pieces, but hate the characters. You're supposed to. Like, you're supposed to love to hate them all. Because they're pieces of shit. If you agree with the things they say, then you're probably a piece of shit. Yeah. Right? Like, they're intentionally racist, intentionally sexist, intentionally xenophobic. They're intentionally terrible people to make a joke of those people.
Exactly.
But then you watch reality TV, like Are You the One, or X on the Beach, or Love Island, and those are just those people. Like, they just exist. Fully.
Shit people.
Yeah, the shithole, shit can people are just real. And they're, like, out there, and you don't have to force a single line. They're just they're doing it like no one else is. Mm-hmm. It's such a treat to watch. Like, I watched this one lady, she's actually from Ottawa, so which is crazy. She's like super famous, Francesca Fargo. Okay. Fargo. I think it's Fargo. That's how they say it in the show. She's like dummy famous from Ottawa now. She's really big. She's got like 6 million on Instagram. But she was from Ottawa. Literally from Ottawa. Right. And this is the tea. This is the tea that nobody knows.
Yeah.
That only we know. Alright? This is the teaest of tea on her. She apparently banged my mom knows a girl. Yeah. She's friends with a lady. Who she banged her husband, her husband cheated on her with Francesca Fargo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like in Ottawa, which is fucking nuts. So it's just really funny. She's on like Too Hot to Handle, X on the Beach, like Love Island, all of the perfect match.
That's crazy.
She's on fucking everything, like The Challenge, The Circle, just fucking every single one of them. I think she's on Love Is Blind too. Like she's just on so many of them.
On all the shows.
All of them. She does the whole circuit, and in every single one of them, she is just a horrendous piece of shit. Like, not to be super mean, but she is.
She's just.
I think she'd be the first person to admit it. Like, she's a villain. She intentionally plays up the villain role. Like, there's this one dude named Dom, super nice guy. He's like a sweetheart guy. He reminds me of James a little bit, of my brother. Shout out James again. Better listen to one of these.
Yeah, shout out James.
And he reminds me a lot of him. She's just like a very sweet, like kind, artsy kind of guy who's a little more reserved, but like is very outgoing once he gets to know people. And it's like, okay, yeah, that reminds me a lot of James. And he's super loyal to her the whole time.
Right.
And then they get into the boardroom in this one show where basically they can decide what other couples have to split up and go on dates, which is evil, right? You can split apart a couple that's been together since day one if you want. And she literally, rather than splitting up a different couple, puts herself on a date with another guy and leaves him, even though he's like picked her every single time for like weeks. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? That's crazy. So then the guy she goes out with, she fully commits to him instead. Yeah. And at the very end, decides to go on a date with a girl instead of him. Does a backstab once they get into the boardroom for the second time. As soon as she has another opportunity. She's like, yeah, I'll jump ship. Sure. It's like, oh my god, that's crazy. Like, just watching people just, like, make themselves look terrible.
Never let them know your next move.
No, definitely not. And then like, at the very end, there's, like, this poor girl. She's, like, talking to this guy. And she tells him, she's like, oh, I think he like wants to bang her, and she's like, no, like I don't really want to bang on camera, like we're on a TV show, like it'll be different once we kind of leave and if we establish a relationship, but like my mom and my sister and such would probably judge me pretty harshly if I did that, which is honestly how any sane person should feel.
Yes.
Anyone. So then later on, he's talking to her and she's like, are you still gonna pick me? Like you seem kind of wishy-washy, and he's like, yeah, like I'm probably gonna pick you, and she's like, what? Like a couple hours ago, you were telling me like I'm the only one you're gonna pick. Why is this swap up? And he's like, oh, okay, yeah. You care what people think about you. And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, no, you do. Like you have a flaw. You care about what people think about you, and that I know it is. She's like, I don't care what people think about me. She's like, yeah, you do. You care what your mom and your sister think about you. It's pathetic. And she's like, dude, I confided in you, like. Just that, like that was a privy, like light information because you wanted to bang me.
No, exactly.
It's like what? And I was just watching that, and then he tries to be like, "I'm not a bad guy." You're gonna say I'm a bad guy. It's like you're gonna tell everyone I'm a bad guy, and she's like, "Cause you are." She's like, "Do you know how much of a bad guy you seem like?" He's like, "Yeah, you're gonna make it out to be like that." It's like, what? Like you just watch the craziest, dumbest people interact. It is honestly a treat. It is awesome because they only do that stuff because they're like, I'm living in this sweet mansion for free. I'm hot. That's why they picked me.
No,
I could bang any girl here.
I can't take those shows because
that's why I like
brain mush for me. It literally
I love the brain
rot. I feel like it kills my brain cells.
I like that. Honestly, sometimes I need that. I need the no thoughts. I need the no thoughts. Just watch people ruin their lives lightly. Like some of them I don't like, honestly, and it's the ones with like challenges, like a bunch of like that sort of stuff. But I like the ones where it's up to like the people to be just messy. They are.
I like ones like Survivor and stuff.
See, I'm less into those ones.
That's a little bit different. Like,
I like the ones where it's almost just purely based on people's feelings towards each other.
Big Brother is kind of a little bit.
Big Brother's sick. That's my middle ground.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I would watch. We could watch like Big Brother. I'd sit here and watch Big Brother.
Yeah, that'd watch. Be down. I haven't watched it in so long.
I haven't either. Apparently, the new Big Brother Canada is apparently pretty solid now. I know it was pretty weak. Like when I watched Big Brother as a kid with my family, but apparently it's not bad now. There's some people at my job, like second job, or I guess my main job, that were talking about it. And they were like, "Oh yeah, BBC is really good." And then the other guy's like, "BBC is really good." What? And he's like, "Yeah, Big Brother Canada." He's like, "Just call it that," or like BB Canada or something. Jesus. It's like, how old are you, fucking guys? Like 40?
There is fucking when Ariana Grande's brother was on.
Yes, Frankie Grande. Yeah, he was a G. I remember him.
Yeah.
I remember him, and I remember...
he was like the coolest gay person I've ever seen on television.
Yeah, and then also the next year, it was Jose, or Josie. He was like, "I'm the Messiah." I loved him. I was like, yep, I like this guy. And then he went on X on the Beach, and I was like, I know him! I know him! Or like, do you remember Paulie from Frankie's season?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, he was also on X on the Beach, and I was like, I know him! It was always nice. I love when like they do another show, and you see them, and you're like, oh my god, that's my boy. oh, I hope he does good.
That's how.
And then he's a piece of. What Theo Vaughn went on, Sean and Marley? Yeah.
Oh.
But so good, so awesome. I saw, yeah, it was like, he's like, you ever seen an Asian person? He's like, no. He looks over at the Asian person. It's like, that's awesome. So good. So awesome. Oh, man. No. Oh, yeah. That's honestly, speaking of my main job, I'm back at scanning. I don't have to do any hard work anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was where I was at like when I first started, and it was kind of like a sweet spot to get into because there was this guy I met there named Yannick. He's an awesome guy. I actually will most likely try to have him on a pod for an episode because he has some of the most nuts stories. Because he was a crackhead for like 10 years. Oh, he's not anymore. He's full sober now, and he's completely got his life back on track and shit. But he's been like arrested in car chases. Like he's been in like multiple DUI car chases. So he has like some awesome fucking stories to tell, and he is happy to tell them. He doesn't use social media. He doesn't have a phone. He does not own a phone. But he has a girlfriend who also works with us who has a phone. So that's how you contact him. And he is very down to do the pod. I've already told him. Because originally I wanted to do a pod with him because we used to just stand in our towers and talk every single morning for 5 hours. And it was hilarious. He's so funny. I was like, this guy's great. I need to like get him in front of a microphone. And I told him, I was like, he told me, he was like, you're wasting your talents here, man. He's like, you need to like do stand-up or something. I'm like, you're telling me, brother. You are so funny. It's like the shit he says. Like he's the guy who came up with just like 9mm to the dick and just shit like that. Like he's like in the fucking sniper tower just screaming 9mm to the dick at 4 a.m. at UPS. So good, so awesome. But he's great. And anyways, I used to do it with him. Time would fly, and now I'm finally back in the tower. And you literally, rather than doing physical, because before I was doing like hard physical labor for 5 hours every morning at like 3 a.m. till like 9, or from whatever time we start till 9, but we finish at 9. Whatever time we start changes, but you always finish at 9. And then now I get to go back to just, instead of doing physical labor, I'm just fucking standing there. I just literally stand there, beep, put a sticker on it, put a sticker on it. Sounds lame, not if you get to talk to people. And there's like 3 other people you get to talk to. So you just talk to people, really. And I'm pretty good at that. I'm not too bad at talking. I got the ADHD. I drink a big Red Bull every morning. I'm fine. I got it in the bag. The talking, we can do the talking. No, it's awesome. I'm quite happy about it because you still get paid the same amount. Like he told me he was getting like $36. He's like, once I hit 5 hours of the day, like I start getting like, because you get time and a half after 5 hours at UPS.
Yeah.
And so he would regularly hit time and a half because he'd come in early to help set up things. So he was like, dude, for my last hour and a half of every day, I get like $45 an hour. He's like, I get bank.
Right.
I was like, that's fucking awesome. I was like, how much do you just get paid? He's like, oh, like $35. He's like, to just stand in this tower and snipe. The same thing I'm doing. He's like, yeah. It's like, goddamn, I need to get to that. Just doing the same fucking job, but making way more.
Yeah.
It's like, it's such a simple task. It's like, I do that. Why not? Yeah, that's all I got. That was my 2 weeks. Run up Perky.
Run up Perky.
It's probably gonna be my Halloween costume. That's a Halloween costume idea that I am. I'm okay with talking about, but no one can take it. If I see anyone fucking take it.
Way too early for Halloween.
Yeah, but I came up with that a while ago. I'm not gonna lie, I came up with that like 3 months ago. It was right after Halloween I came up with this amazing idea, so it was pretty tragic. But I'm gonna get us a nice Run Up Perky tune. He's gonna play us out.
What is your name? What do you bring? I think that I got what you need and I'm willing to do anything that you please. I'm trying to get down to the root of the apple, the deepest I could in them jeans. McLaren like Sonic ain't speed, no, you can't hit my lean. Now baby, tell me where the peace goes, cause I'm lost. Your body compared to the fashion, I hope you ain't proud of the shit that I bought. Cause money, it don't mean a thing, I value the times that I took you out. 1 minute, it's a beautiful scene, then it'll probably end with me being took off. Whoa, think slow, cause I move fast.